Now we are going to look at the two important section for designing. The first one comes with the row. Row means it will align the widgets in the row wise. Column, it will align the widgets on one another. Third one is a wrap. It will align the widgets in the row wise like this. But in row, if there is no space, it will give you error like this, like right pixels overlap like that. But in column, it will fold down to next like this. So we are going to see one by one. Okay, let's start with the row. And these two sections are separated. Why? Because by clicking on the row, it will add one row, and clicking on one text like this here, it will add text under it, and I will add one more text. Okay. I'm going to here, I will type as 1, and this one is comes to 2, this one is comes to 3. And row has some properties how it should be aligned, because row has only 3 items and it's having this much space only, it won't affect anything, I hope. Let's see, nothing happens here. But why? Because the main axis that row size is minimum. If I set it to maximum, if I set main axis alignment to end, it will align the widget from the end. If I set center, it will align center. Space eventually like this way, space around like this, even space all the size. Also cross axis alignment you can't able to test right now. It will be useful only if it is under the container. We are going to see later. Here, if let's say if I unselect it, okay, let's move to column. I'm going to column and adding text by selecting it. I'm going to type 1, 2. As you can see, it's adding, oh sorry, we should type on the text span. Okay, adding one by one row, column. Same way, if I select the column and unselect it, I'm adding one more wrap content, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to add images. Okay, I'm going to open images in URL and copy this URL. If I paste it here, one image is displayed here, and by selecting the wrap, I'm going to add one more image. See, this is not having any space on the right to display next image, that's why it's displaying underneath that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce the size of the first image with to take only 300 pixels, so the next image comes next to that. If I select the wrap and adding one more image, it will comes under the image like this. This is how the wrap will work. And the next 5 elements are the special items. Like if I'm going to unselect it, I'm going to add one container. Container is basically as you can see, we have seen column and we have seen wrap, and we gone to container class. Container is basically used to wrap other element like text, image, video, row, anything under the container. And container has more properties like sorry, background color, border width, padding, radius, width, height, everything. So what I'm going to do, by default container will come with the sized box to test. What I'm going to do, the size box is 100 pixels, so I'm going to do container background color to red like this, and border color to green like this, and border width to 10 pixels like that. and corner radius I'm going to corner like and the container has a sharp edges, so I'm going to round it like with the 12. You can even do only for one corner like this, a top left or top right. And bottom right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use 32 pixels like this. You can create the container. The container has sized box. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete the sized box here. So the basically the container is not having anything. That's the reason it's overlap like that. What I'm going to do, by clicking on the container, I'm going to add one image like this. And the container, these things are the container, padding, align, sized box, ClipRRect, everything is a single child element. This can contain only one child like this. The image size is taken, and the and the container is as usual. It has a green border, but we can't able to see the red color. Why? Because the image is filled out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to size the container with 400 pixels, with the height of 400 pixels. As you can see, image is center aligned always. What I'm going to do, again we can resize like contain, fill, cover, fit width or fit height, none, and scale down. Like this you can do under the container, and it should have padding too. How the child element will be having padding like 12 and try to 12 like this, top is 32 like that. And what else with the container? Nothing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to unselect. Next thing is padding. Padding is to same container padding is used to give some padding like I'm going to add some padding. It will also comes with a sized box. I'm going to remove this one. Under the padding, I'm going to add one more image. Oh, you can add anything you want, text, image, video, raw, the elements. Okay, I'm going to add image on. So the image is started immediately after the container. So here padding, I'm going to give some 64 pixel on top. See how it will work. You can do for all sizes. So again I'm selecting this one. Again the alignment widget is okay. We did padding, then we can see alignment. This is how alignment is focused. Let me show you where it should align. It has more properties. Okay, I could, where should it should align? Okay, I can't able to get an example from here. Okay, let's check with that. In the padding, network image is there. Sorry, we are going to see align. I added one more align, remove the size box, added image, URL. Okay, that's nice. Okay, we could see one more images here, but top right, see top center, top right, how the align widget will work. And this align widget too used with anything, like if I remove the text and image and put text under it, and text goes here and resized for some size. Oops, sorry, we should type here. Okay, see here, and by clicking on align, I type like that. In this way you can have page title at the center or top, and clicking on the 5 widgets at the right side, it will wrap the selected item. But in case of row, it will add as a child item. I will show you. In this case, align we only can see top, left or center like this only, but no difference. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add one more container around the align widget like this. On clicking on that, it will add align under to the container. I'm going to size the container widget to get 400 pixels. Okay, and I'm going to use background color like this. Close. Now the align widget work how you expected: top left, top center, top right, center right, bottom center, bottom left, center center. Like this the align widget will work. Okay, the next thing we have to see is sized box. Sized box is simply used to give some space. Like if I have sized box, I select the child item one and unselected everything left, and I'm going to add one more time the same image. Okay, and the image is loaded here immediately. Instead of using padding, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some size to space within the height 100 pixels. Okay, 100 pixels you can't give, you can give 99 like this way. Give some space. If you are in the row like this, in the row or in column, you can give sized box under the wrap, like sized box. Oops, you should I'm going to delete this one. Okay, if you want this is these 5 are wrap widgets. If you select something and clicking on it, the selected item will come as a child of these 5 elements. If you want it should be a child of the selected item, you have to long press like this. The sized box will come here. I'm going to width to 10 pixel, and again I select this one. I select text, and a new text I will add here. Okay, if I go to select instead of 10 pixels, I'm going to give 99. This how sized box will work on the right hand side, means in the vertical axis. Okay, then so I ordered the container here. Okay, but actually I want a row over here, means I can select the item and I can, if I click on the row, it will add a child of this row. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to long press this one, so the row comes first, then the container. So one more thing I can add here, image URL goes here. See how the existing container is converted into rows. But be careful on delete. If you delete anything with the children like a row, column or wrap, it will delete the entire thing. But under container you can select only one item, but inside row you can delete only for one item. If I want to delete network image, I could delete. Remaining will kept as it is. Okay, then what else you have to do? What else you have to do? Sized box we seen ClipRRect. The final one is ClipRRect. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one as an example, because a container has corner radius everything, but network image has sharp edges. Like I'm going to cover the image like this, and it has some padding. I'm going to put 0 for everything. Okay, as you can see the border is there, but the image is having sharp edges. We need to round corner that. For that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use ClipRRect. Select the network image, just click on ClipRRect, it will wrap the network image. ClipRRect has the rounded edge radius over there, like 16. As you can see, after clipping the 16, you can see background image like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to here to 16 and bottom to 32. As we know, we did 32 only, 32. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use same green color in the background, so you will not notice any difference. Like this, ClipRRect will work. Okay, we left only one thing, that is expand. Okay, take the first one, row. How is expand will work? How much space the element will take? It will tell how much space it will take. If I select first one, this one is expanded. As you can see, 2 3 are ended taking minimum spaces, and the one is taking too much space in the entire new space. Now if I select the one here, as you can see here, now the text align widgets will work, like center line, center right align, everything. In case if I wrap everything with every element of row with the expand widget, everything will take the equal space. Now I can align as I want, like this, like this, okay, like this. Now everything has. Now I'm going to do what I'm going to do is differentiate the row. I'm going to click on container, just click, so the container will come first, then next is row, like this. And I'm going to give some background color, so we are highlighting the row, first row, close, nothing else. On the row side, the expand widget also has the flux property, how much space it will take. If I give 2, it will take half of the space, like this, and the remaining half will be separated to next one. If I give like say in the row, first 5% goes to the 1, and the next 3% is to 2, and last 2% to 3. If I want this 10 is splitted to like this way, I'm going to give flux property is 5, and here flux property is to 3, and here flux property is to 2. So we can't able to see any difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm again wrapping the select text with the container, but this time I give some colors. Okay, first one is goes to green and container, then I'm going to blue, and this one again with the container, this time I'm going to violet. It's not much difference. Okay, as you can see, first one is asking 50%, next one is asking 30%, last one is asking only 20%, because the flux property is only 2. In this way you have use expand properties to child elements like row, column over there, and here you can't use this in the column widget, because the column has minimum size. You can't even go for maximum size because it will give you an error. What I'm going to do is I'm going selecting column and wrap with the container. I'm going to first give the container size, like height should be maximum to 400, like this way, and like this, but I want the column should be centered in the container. What I'm going to do is I'm just selecting the column and aligning, wrapping with the aligning, and center, it comes under center, and container background I gives to gray for testing. Okay, like this, close. So now I can give column to maximum size. By default it will start with the start. I can give end, center, space between. Same thing we can do also column, see, like this. you could see that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to like this way. I'm going to expand this first one. So first one takes the much space, remaining will take the least space, like that. I'm going to expand everything like this, and I'm going to give flex property. This one should take only 2% of the space, and the next one will take 5% of the space, and the last one take only 3% of the space. Like this you can align as you want. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to container, I'm going to clipping it with the rounded corners, like ClipRRect, and the corners like 32, 32, 32, 32. I need some more space on the top. I'm going to select a ClipRRect and clicking on the padding. I'm going to 32 pixel at the top. Like this you can edit everything. So the next episode will contain these things. I have collected 4 images from the internet, simple blocks. I'm going to use these widgets to build this block in the next video by one. Thanks for watching.